take our stand. This is the standard built by hand.
Welcome back to The Standard, where we talk about home improvement without the fluff, fine print, or the corporate nonsense.
Especially the corporate nonsense today.
Today's topic is something we've been talking about behind the scenes for months, something that's changing our entire industry. Today, we're diving into the dangers of private equity.
So in plain English, that means when giant investment firms buy up local home improvement companies to turn them into brands.
Sounds harmless, right? Someone buys a company, invests in it, helps it grow, but what's actually happening is a lot messier. When profit becomes the top priority, quality, employees, and homeowners are the ones that take the hit.
And lately, unfortunately, it's not just speculation anymore. We're seeing real companies, some with decades of history, collapsing because of it.
So today, we're going to talk about what just happened with one of the biggest private equity remodelers in the country, and what that means for homeowners right here in Illinois.
So let's get into the serious stuff and not do any joking around.
But first, let's lighten it up with some sip or skit.
And she threw down the gauntlet and said, I'm really going to like this one.
And if you don't, I'm happy because I really like this one, and then I can drink it.
And note to anyone that watches or listens, we had a handshake deal that I would not drink Alani's anymore.
Ever again.
Or energy drinks. So they said start drinking this coffee, which is probably more sugar and fat in it. It has a smell. Oh, what is that? Yeah, no. Has it got brown sugar in it again? Or pumpkin?
No.
Something silly. Something silly's in here. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Any guesses?
It's something like brown sugar because there's like a taste. It's like, yeah, there's something there. And it's not good.
It's a cookie butter latte.
Yeah, okay, good. Bad. Just bad. So I think this
is delicious.
This was a ploy.
Yeah, I was just wanting coffee.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get my caffeine out of my green tea. Looks like a coffee cup.
You didn't like tea the first time you had it either. No way.
Yeah, I was in the Army. It was freezing cold in Korea. The option was coffee or hot tea. I chose hot tea. Drank a lot of it. That was before the green tea days. I was just tea.
Okay, Kevin's war story's over now.
No, we go on forever on this. I might get a little ballistic talking about this subject today, though.
Let's start with the facts. This fall, 6 major home improvement companies backed by private equity called Renovo Home Partners abruptly shut down operations.
Yeah, Renovo was massive. They owned several well-known regional remodelers around the country. It was literally 31 major metropolitan areas, including Los Angeles, Boston area, Dallas, huge areas. They include New Pro in Massachusetts and Minnesota Rusco, a company that had been around since the 1950s.
According to multiple news reports, Renovo suddenly laid off hundreds of workers, locked offices, and left homeowners with half-finished kitchens, bathrooms, siding jobs, and roofs.
Yeah, some owners had already paid tens of thousands of dollars in deposits. One woman told the Star Tribune she paid nearly $50,000 for new windows and doors. And then no one showed up. Phones went silent and websites disappeared.
One installer said that he got a call telling him stop the job and return to the office immediately. He thought that something was wrong. Turns out the company had just shut down midday.
And these weren't shady startups. These were respected, long-standing brands that were purchased by a private equity group and folded into a national remodeling platform.
Translation, they wanted to scale fast, boost profits, and then sell again for even more money. But when you run a home improvement company, like a stock portfolio, you forget that it's real homeowners and people's homes that are on the line.
Yeah, and when the financial pressure gets too high, the first things to go are quality and accountability. We should point out that in this story, these 6 companies are not here in Illinois, and as I already mentioned, they operated in 31 major cities across the country. including, once again, Boston, Baltimore, Dallas, Phoenix, the Twin Cities, Los Angeles, and many more. For our area in just the southwest and western suburbs of Chicago, there are 6 companies owned by private equity and 2 more in the greater Chicago area.
So why does this keep happening? Why are these investment firms so interested in local contractors?
So because they think home improvement is steady business. People always need roofs, siding, decks, basements, no matter what the economy is.
To a private equity firm, that looks like an easy profit. Buy a few good companies, merge them under one umbrella, and then boom, instant national presence.
Yeah, but the problem is what made those companies great was the local knowledge, local crews, and personal relationships, and you can't get that on a spreadsheet.
Once they take over, they push for efficiency, which really means cutting veteran employees, outsourcing labor, and using cheaper materials or overbooking jobs.
That's when the customer experience falls apart. You start hearing things like, oh, we can't get to it for another 6 weeks, or, we don't offer that warranty anymore. It's a business decision made by people who have never installed a roof or stood in an attic in July.
Okay, so let's break this down for homeowners.
Yeah, so number one, you might think you're hiring the same company you used 10 years ago, but behind the scenes, it's been sold 3 times already. The people you trusted aren't even there anymore.
Number 2, you could pay a deposit and then have zero recourse if the parent company collapses. Once those funds go into a corporate account, out of state, it's gone.
Yeah, number 3, customer service often disappears. You might call and get routed to a call center that doesn't even know where Romeoville or Naperville or Orland Park or Oakbrook even is.
Number 4, workmanship and warranties become a gamble. When ownership changes, the old warranties sometimes vanish or become void.
And number 5, you lose that personal accountability. You can't just walk into an office and talk to the owner because the owner is a fund manager somewhere in New York. Here's actually a picture that that another person put together. I'm forgetting his name right now. We'll put him in the comments. Well, Dimitri posted it from somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But this picture shows you the private equity companies and all of, I'm sorry, I'm going to retract that. It shows some of the private equity companies and some of all the companies that are owned by private equity. Even it's Timothy Bash, I think. Once again, we'll put it in the comments. But he even says it doesn't even list all of the private equities that own everyone. And then the private equity companies are even owned by a bigger company, which in Renovo's situation, the bigger company, which I won't name, but they might have rock in it. They're the ones.
BlackRock.
Oh wow. There's black rocks and white rocks and red rocks. But they're the ones that close Renovo. So you really don't know how high up the food chain this stuff goes.
And that's why we always tell homeowners, before you sign, ask who actually owns the company.
I'll just go right into that. So you might say, how do you spot a private equity company? Step 1, go to their website and read the About Us page. If it sounds too corporate, lots of buzzwords like growth strategy, platform, or partner network, that's your first clue.
Step 2, Google the company's name plus acquired by or private equity. You'll usually find a press release.
Step 3, check the office address. If the headquarters is out of state, especially in a big financial city, it's probably not a local company anymore.
Step 4, look at how they advertise. If it feels like a national brand or their trucks say something local, that might be a rebranded branch.
Yeah, step 5, just ask. Are you family owned? Are you still family owned and operated? If they dodge that question or hesitate, that tells you everything you need to know.
So, Kevin, why does family owned still matter?
Well, seeing how I'm 2nd generation and the missing person behind the tree, Luke, is not here, and he's 3rd generation, we've been family owned and operated since 1967. That's 58 years of doing things the right way.
When we make decisions, we don't have investors to please. We have customers to protect.
And that independence means we can invest in our own people, our training, and our community, not some out-of-state fund.
We sponsor local events. We show up for our neighbors, and we stand by our work because we live right here, close by. And that's the kind of accountability private equity can't buy.
And you can take that to the bank, just not a private equity bank.
Here's the takeaway. Private equity is not inherently evil. But it doesn't belong in industries that rely on trust and relationships.
Home improvement isn't a spreadsheet, even though I love my spreadsheets. But we can't make decisions by that. It's people, craftsmanship, and accountability.
When a company's owned by investors, your project becomes a data point. When it's owned by a family, your project becomes personal.
So please, do your research, ask questions, and support companies that are still run by people who started them, or their sons, or their grandsons, or their great-grandsons.
Because when you hire local, you're not just protecting your home, you're protecting your community.
Rock on.
So, next time you see a home improvement ad that looks a little too polished or national, dig a little deeper.
Ask who owns it, ask where they're based, because when the suits buy the ladders, it's the homeowners who end up paying the price.
Stay local, stay informed, and keep your home and your money in your community.
Thanks for listening to The Standard, and please give us a call at
708-448-4100 or give us a visit at standsroofingandsiding.com.
This is the Standard, red, white, and blue, built on sweat, faith, and follow through. From siding strong to decks that last.
I hated being so serious.
I know.
It's such a serious subject, and we just had to be serious the whole time and not yell at people. So yesterday, we have some exciting news coming from Stands Roofing and Siding that
gosh.
we won't announce it here though.
Can I announce it on TikTok?
Yeah, I think. Well,
I have a great idea for it.
Okay, good. However, we're not going to talk about it now, but yesterday was a slightly stressful day, so I said, we can't film yesterday or the day before because I will just be yelling at this whole thing.
Because he's already riled up about this topic.
Yeah, I called it like 3 or 4 years ago, but honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think that they would just shut down and just
screw a bunch of people and homeowners and employees.
Like seriously, check out YouTube. All the Boston people, because they got them. I guess we're going off subject here, but who cares?
Sad.
We're not going off subject. We're just going off video. But like the worst one was the guy you definitely alluded to it. The worker, that like 50-something-year-old dude. He's just like, I was just called off the job. I didn't know what was going on, and I went back. I was fired. And he goes, and I couldn't go back and help the people.
Right.
And then people are without bathtubs, without crappers. Without everything. Sorry. I had to say crappers.
Without crappers.
I cleaned it up. But yeah, this is horrible. And I guarantee you it's not the first one. Guarantee that. Because they're just numbers.
Well, now that we're all depressed.
No, it's just serious. It's just serious. And trust me, when we put up that page, zoom in and you can see the local guys here. I'm not going to name them. But it's not too hard to find them. Chat it up. I'm not going to name
I've
them.
never liked M&Ms.
I like peanut M&Ms. My good buddy Roger just passed away a couple years ago.
What?
It's another name of a company.
Oh, really? I was really confused.
Yes. Right. Alrighty.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
No fun outtakes, guys. Sorry, we're depressed.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes, bye.
Look how small Stella was.
Is that a fat joke?
No, this is when she was like a few months old.
Is that a fat joke?
She's so little.
Not anymore.
No, that's a fat joke.
I don't know what we're talking about. She's an adult now.
I just sliced my nail in half with my hair.
Okay, feel pain later.